Hey there, English learners. Welcome to ML's English Podcast, where grammar gets easier, clearer, and a lot more fun. Today's lesson is all about the different kinds of nouns. We'll break them down, simplify them, and make sure you leave with confidence. So, grab your notebook, stay focused, and let's dive right in.
All right, let's start at square one with the most basic definition. What exactly is a noun? Well, it's pretty simple. It's a naming word. A noun is just the word we use for any person, any place, or anything. It's how we label, everything in the world around us.
Now that last part, the word thing, is where it gets really interesting. A thing isn't just a physical object you can hold in your hand. As it says here, it's literally anything you can think of. We're talking about ideas like freedom, feelings like love, or qualities like courage. This is what makes nouns so incredibly powerful in our language.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the biggest difference, proper versus common. Then we'll get into some cool nouns for groups and ideas. After that, we'll ask a super important question. Can you count it? And finally, we'll put all of this knowledge into action.
Okay, first up, let's tackle the biggest and most common distinction you'll find, the difference between proper and common nouns. It really just boils down to being specific versus being general.
So check this out. A proper noun gives a unique name to something. Think of names like Ahsoka or India. Because they're specific names, they always get a capital letter. But a common noun, that's just the general group it belongs to. So Ahsoka is a particular king, and India is a particular country. See the difference? One's a unique name, the other's the general category.
Now, let's dig into two really cool types of common nouns. We've got collective nouns, which are all about naming groups, and abstract nouns, which are for all those ideas and feelings you can't actually see or touch. Collective nouns are, honestly, one of my favorite parts of English. They're like a linguistic shortcut. Instead of having to say, look at all those soldiers, you can just say, look at that army. It lets us take a whole group and talk about it as a single unit. It's so efficient.
And we have so many great examples. You have an army of soldiers, a fleet of ships, or a crowd of people. Words like jury, herd, or committee, they all do this awesome job of giving one single name to a collection of things.
Next up, the big ideas. An abstract noun names something you can't touch, like a quality, an action, or a feeling. I love this definition here, that it's drawn off from an object. That's a perfect way to picture it. You might see a kind person, and you mentally draw off that quality of kindness and give it a name, kindness.
And here's something that's really useful to know. These abstract nouns don't just appear out of nowhere. A lot of the time, we actually build them from other words, like adjectives, verbs, or even other common nouns. Spotting these patterns is a great way to expand your vocabulary fast.
You can see exactly how it works here. The adjective brave becomes the abstract noun bravery. The action, the verb grow, becomes the concept of growth, and the common noun slave becomes the abstract state of slavery. It's not random at all. It's a really logical system for turning actions and descriptions into ideas. Okay, moving on to our next big category, and you're going to want to pay close attention here because this one is so important for your grammar. It all comes down to a really simple question. Can you count it? This is what separates countable nouns from uncountable nouns. The test is so easy. Can you put a number in front of it and make it plural? You can have 1 book or 5 books. So book is countable. Simple. But can you have 3 milks or 2 honesties? Nope. Things like milk, sugar, or ideas like honesty are seen as a whole amount, a mass. They're uncountable. You just can't break them down into individual items to count. All right, you've learned all the categories. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's put what we've learned to the test. I'm going to give you a sentence, and you try to figure out what type of noun we're looking at. You ready for a little challenge? Let's go.
Okay, first one. In the sentence, Solomon was famous for his wisdom. What do you think? What kind of noun is wisdom? Think about it. It's the name of a quality that he had.
It's an abstract noun. If you got that one right, fantastic. Wisdom is the name of a quality. You can't touch it, but you definitely know what it is.
Okay, here's the next one. The crowd was very big. What kind of noun is the word crowd? What is a crowd made of?
You got it. It's a collective noun. It's that single handy word we use for a whole group of people. Awesome job!
And for our final challenge, this one has two. Without health, there is no happiness. What kinds of nouns are health and happiness?
And you guessed it, they are both abstract nouns. Health is the name of a state you can be in, and happiness is the name of a feeling or a quality. They're both these huge, important concepts that we've managed to name.
So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Now that you can spot all these different types, which one do you think is the most powerful when we communicate? Is it the precision of a proper noun, the unity of a collective noun, or the deep meaning of an abstract noun like love or justice? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in to ML's English Podcast. I hope today's lesson helped you take one more step toward mastering English. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss a new episode. Have questions or grammar topics you'd like to learn next? Drop a comment below. I'm always listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and stay confident.